PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3 Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, where to follow your boy at. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Also, if you'd like to leave a small donation, you can also at $PSAhiphop on Cash App. Y'all see the title of this particular blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. This is not, let me repeat again, Common Boys. Let me take our time real quick. Let me repeat again, Common Boys. This is not Jay-Z versus Nas, in a sense. No, when I say that, in a way it is, in a way it's not. I'm not pitting Takeover versus Ether, Super Thug, Super Ugly versus Ether. We're not doing that. For people who think Nas won, shout out to you people. To the people who think Jay won, shout out to you people. Okay? That's not what this conversation is about. What this conversation is about, I'm doing a deeper dive into the songs that Jay-Z did coming at Nas, because I feel there was 3 songs that Jay did coming at Nas. One of them was a desperation, Hove. I gotta be real. It was a desperation, and we'll get into that in a minute. We all know, if you know, you know. We'll take our time with this one. And the reason, like I said, I'm doing this particular blog, I think throughout the years, there's always been Takeover versus Ether. We all know about the Memphis Bleak line. Your life is played out. Your life play your position. It was playing position. We know about Bleak's song on My Mind Is Right. That was the one that let off the cannon for the Jay Nas whatever. You know what I mean? And truth be told, it feels like as the years have gone by, when you hear Irv Gotti speak about Nas was supposed to be on Can I Live, and he didn't make the session, that tells me a lot. And I do believe Jay-Z was a fan of Nas. And I feel like the culture, for whatever reason, when people say that, like they get at Jay for being a fan of Nas. How could you not be a fan of Nas? Y'all acting like, I never understood that, because Jay, y'all, Jay just mad Nas. He probably was. He probably was. For all we know, Jay was probably dang near tight. He couldn't get a Nas verse. Can you blame him? Would you not want a Nas verse in 96? How would you not? You think what I'm saying? Now, and I'm only talking about the back and forths of the song that Jay-Z had coming at Nas and everything. And I understand, because I think we gloss over certain Jay-Z tracks coming at Nas. And I feel the song on Blueprint 2 does not get highlighted enough. Now, we could look at Takeover right now, right? There's 3 verses on Takeover, obviously, right? There's Jay popping in. She's setting the trap up right quick to lead into the second verse coming at Mobb Deep. Then he finishes off the second verse with Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. Now, if we go back to them times, right, this all right? You hear the second verse, Jay coming at Mobb Deep, you're like, wow, okay. And then Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. I think Jay-Z, strategically, that was a very dope move, dope thinking, in the sense of, okay, I'm going to set up, I'm going to get at Mobb Deep in the second verse, I'm going to clean it up with Nas, I'm going to shock the world with a one-liner, just a one-liner. Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. That one line by Jay-Z is better than everything Game said at Eminem, in my opinion. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Now, the third verse, him going into the third verse, because that's where people talk. That's what people say. Takeover is that third verse. Him coming at Nas would be Jay's best work coming at Nas. Me personally, you can say yes and no. There's some bars I want to get into here. Jay like Ask Nas, like I say, Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. That's just crazy. And the third verse when he goes about Nas being an F model for Cark and I, even though I did rock Cark and I, we all rock Cark and I, Jay, whatever. You talk about Cark and I went from nasty to Esco's trash, had a spark when you started, but now you're just garbage. went from top 10 and I mentioned at all to your bodyguard Uchi Wally verse better than yours. Okay? Now, Jay, all right, we'll get into that in a minute. It's so long fake thugs can pretend. Nigga, you ain't live it. You witnessed from your folks' pad. You scribbled in your notepad and created your life. I showed you your first tech on tour with Large Professor. Then I heard your album about your tech on the dresser. Yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. When I first heard that, dogs, I was like, man, that is crazy. You know what I mean? I know who I paid. We said, yeah, sample your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. And you ain't get a coin. Nigga, you was getting effed in. I know who I paid. God Searchlight Publisher. MC Search, of course, from Third Base. He introduced us to Nas on Back to the Grill again. Nas had the best verse on there with Red Hot Love a Tone. With Chuck Rock was on there, I believe. What's on there? Some other cats on Red Hot Back to the Grill again. You know what's funny about Back to the Grill again, sidebar? On Back to the Grill again with Nas? You can just tell how Nas just stood out. Like, if there's one person that stood out, like, you know what's funny? I'm not saying a debut, but because Nas didn't have freestyles before that, but Nas' verse on Back to the Grill again stood out, just like Cannabis' verse stood out on Beats from the East, where Redman, Mr. Cheeks, and Common and Redman and them. Listen, for Cannabis to get on a track with the Lost Boys and Redman and Common and them and hold his own, and they let him ride out for so long on that last verse, yo, dogs. Someone like Capadonna win awards. Like this, I'm gonna do a blog on that. These verses, I gotta write that down. I'm trying to leave my hip hop brain right now. Verses that I got something brewing here, son. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something just like light bulb and stuff. Yeah, so you know, I thought Jay-Z's third verse was very dope, man. Nigga, switch up your flow. Your ish is garbage. We trying to kick knowledge, like. So for me, Take Over was that third verse that Jay did was very, very dope. Now, you go into Ether right now, you know, for the most part, you know, if y'all remember, Ether took a while long to come out. So Jay sitting on top of the world right now where he thinking that he dusted Nas off to the public. You feel me? Nobody's knowing Nas about to drop this thing called Ether. And the word Ether now, we use that word in hip-hop vocabulary. Nas has brought Ether into hip-hop. Just like Goods the Animal and Battle Rap brought Earl to Battle Rap. You dig what I'm saying? So it's crazy how that dynamic works. Ether comes, and for the most part, a lot of people, and he won the battle to a lot of people's eyes. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if you go to Super Ugly now, Jay, this is a very, very, well, let me not say very, this is not a orchestrated plan. As years come by, you can just hear, in the stories you hear about Super Ugly, you can just tell it wasn't well orchestrated. It was very Carl Thomas emotional, Jay. You know what I mean? You have people, Jay, that said you sounded very desperate on this particular joint. You know, you did drop, Nas drops Ether. We know what it is right there. Jay raps on Got Yourself a Gun beat by Nas, reminiscent of when Beanie Siegel rapped on Jadakiss beat to get at Jada. But for the most part, people, I feel anyway that hip-hop people also feel that Beans did a better job getting at Jada or on Jada's beat than Jay got on Nas on Get Yourself a Gun beat. And that's just what it is. There's no comparison. You know? Look, I got beef with 100 children. Niggas with pink suits trying to get cute. Pink suits, Nas, you know, Street Dreams video. Okay, Jay talked about going through Queens. He got more shooters in Queensbridge than you. Talk about taking Nas to the Coliseum roof with his chip tooth and all this. I think the only line that I like from Jay on the first beat, remember that's two beats now. It was the Nas beat and it was Dr. Dre beat when they switched off to that. That's why I thought Jay got more busy on the second beat compared to the first beat. When he rapped on Nas, Get Yourself a Gun, to me, Jay ain't really do no justice. Except when he said, we said, how this nigga never sold aspirin, how the F.E. Escobar. I did like that line. And then it switches off to the Dr. Dre beats. And then that's when I thought Jay was a little bit more on point, you want to say. A lot of rip shots, a lot of, in battle rap, we talk about personals and everything like that. Jay got more personal there, what some people might say it's cringy personals that Jay might have got into. You know, you bringing up, we'll get into that in a minute, you know, but when the beat switched up, me and your boy AI got more in common than just balling and rhyming. Get it? More in common. I came in your Bentley back seat, skeeted in your Jeep, left condoms on the baby seat. Jay, that was, woo. You see, that's what I'm saying. This is why when I be telling y'all, think about this now. You hear that line, right? And people think Super Ugly wasn't even that crazy, but dog, back when dudes are battling rap, when they were getting at each other, dudes were really taking it there. Y'all, this era of diss tracks, y'all are so light, it don't even be hitting like that. You know? You calling Karma 100 times, I was boning her neck. It gotta hurt that I'm your baby mama's favorite rapper. You know? And that's when I think Jay-Z's mom is called her. She told Jay-Z to apologize. And then I know Carmen, who is Nas' baby mom's, she did an interview on, shameless plug, she did an interview on Vlad TV. If some of y'all might have seen that already, you might not have seen that. But you could check Nas' baby mom's talking about the events of Super Ugly and Takeover and Ethan and everything like that. She breaks down the timeline and everything like that. She even talked about how AI, she did admit that her and AI had something in common. More, whatever, no pun intended. And she said her and AI dated. She said AI, in fact, stepped to Jay-Z at a club in Philly and asked yo, Hov, what's up with that? Because, yeah, Jay, you kind of might have messed up some things at the crib, Jay. I got to get Archie Bunker Award for that, Hov. Not even the line, just that you might have been snitching on AI a little bit, though, bro, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, but to the masses, though, a lot of people did not like Super Ugly at all. People say Jay-Z was emotional and everything like that. His mom was wanting to apologize. Now, this is the real conversation of my particular blog, is where I want to go right here. In 2002, when Jay-Z dropped Blueprint 2, you might say, well, damn, Hov, you still on Nas, you ain't get over that, he killed you so much, you ain't over that. Jay was still going, right? Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. And for the most part, I think Jay-Z, if he could have dropped Jay could have dropped a 5-mic album with the Blueprint 2 if he didn't do a double CD. He could have added some songs from The Gift, like 2 songs, 3 songs off The Gift, and adding a lot of songs off The Curse. Because The Curse was a better CD than The Gift, respectfully. You know? Better rapping and more scathing lyrics and better beats and everything like that. Better topics and stuff like that, right? But on the Blueprint 2, the Blueprint 2, self-entitled song, I thought Jay was coming at Nas 20 times better than he did on Super Ugly by far. And I also feel this does not get spoken about. This track or bars getting at Nas does not get spoken more about because, yeah, for the most part, either Nas was staying on Jay, but Jay was talking about his accomplishments on his songs, his accolades, and getting at Nas, and talking about what he does and what Nas doesn't do, all mixed up in this song. He goes, what? But you can't give cred to anything dude says. Same dude to give you ice said you owe him some head. Sure, it ain't. Nah, you know what I'm saying? What Hope said, can't y'all see that he's fake? The rap version of T.D. Jakes, prophesizing on your CDs and tapes. Won't break you a crumb off the little bit that he makes. And this with whom you want to place your faith? I'll put dollars on mine. Ask Columbine. When the Twin Towers fell, I was the first in line. Yo, I think people sleep on Jay bars on Blueprint 2. And y'all buy this shit. Caught up in the hype. Because we're a kufi. Don't mean that he bright. Is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? Is it Black Girl Lights lost a shorty owe you for ice? When the grass is cut, the snakes will show. I gotta thank the little homie Nas for that, though. Saving me the hassle to speak it to half of you assholes. And I'm gonna let Carmen catch up to Jazz. Oh, whoa. Like, you know what I mean? Jay even said it, he said it on this song. My mama can't save you this time. Niggas, it's history. My mama can't save you this time. You know? You street dreaming. All you do is living through me. I gave you life when dudes forget you was an MC. That. And your little homie Jungle is a garden to me. So to me, and you might have some people who might like this. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not mad anybody got Ether over Jay-Z, but I gotta be honest, I like Blueprint 2 getting that Nas more than Ether. More than Ether. Y'all can have a takeover conversation because obviously Jay had one verse, Nas coming at him the whole joint. So I get that. You dig what I'm saying? But I thought Jay, listen to the Blueprint 2, the song called Blueprint 2 on the Blueprint 2. I thought Jay got at Nas. I like that more than Ether. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? So, it's your boy 3, man. Leave comments on the bottom. 1.